Hello, this is Adam Jr. from Systematic Front, and this is going to be a look at the top 5 plays for 4th and long. 4th and long can definitely seem like a helpless situation to be in, but there are actually some pretty good options to deal with it. So with that, on to the breakdown. Number 5. A lot of people might be surprised to see Tripp's halfback counter here, but that's exactly why it made the list. When the defense lines up in dime formation, it tends to be very slow to react to this play. The faster the halfback you have, the better, but really getting 10 yards isn't too uncommon. It's not quite reliable enough to get any higher on this list, but it's certainly a unique solution to a difficult problem, and one that showcases knowledge of the playbook pretty well. Number 4. Hail Mary is definitely the poster child of 4th and long plays, and it actually works pretty good. What's really great about Hail Mary is just how many different ways you can hit the go routes. If you're against a medium zone coverage, then throwing it to either the halfback or the tight end when he's between the medium zone and the deep zone is a very reliable throw that can go for 25 to 30 yards. What's really cool is that this will be the coverage that you see against counters, and so with a low and medium severity counter, you can still easily convert the 4th and long. Against man coverage or a deep zone, you can either try to throw underneath the defense to a large receiver who can get good positioning, or you can try to throw over top the defense to a fast receiver that can outrun the defenders. Either way, Hail Mary is a strong play that will usually have a route open, but its biggest drawback is it has so many available routes, sometimes it takes too long to find the right one. Number 3. Halfback option is very similar to Hail Mary because you have the tight end and slot receiver running go routes. These routes work pretty much the exact same as Hail Mary and even do well against low and medium severity counters. What makes halfback option a little bit better is the odd flat route by wide receiver 1. This route tends to be open against either man or zone coverage and is a lot safer route if you only need 10 yards instead of 20. Overall, halfback option is one of the most versatile plays from anywhere on the field, and 4th and long is no exception. Number 2. Spread slot flags is an extremely effective play for 4th and long, and it was very hard not to put it number 1 on this list. The best way to run it is to flip the play and look for the tight end. The defensive back in charge of guarding him will often freeze for the first few seconds of the play and not even move. Not only does it make it easy to convert the 4th down, but a fast tight end can easily bring this for a touchdown. If the tight end is covered, then I'll throw it to the slot receiver who's running the corner route on the other side. It's rare that they're both covered, so if the tight end isn't open, the slot receiver should be. And even if they are both covered, it is 4th down and you need a large gain, so bombing it up really is going to be your best option either way. Another option that you have is to throw it to the wide receiver 1 after he makes his break. It probably won't get you 20 yards, but it'll pretty safely get you 7 to 10. And it happens to be a very reliable throw against pretty much any coverage. Slot flags is such a great play that I've actually purposely gotten myself into 4th and long just so I can get my opponent's hopes up and then crush them when I convert. Number 1. I don't think any of the game's best players would be surprised to see motion cross at number 1. Motion cross is a great play that has effective options against any coverage or counter that the game can throw at you. Most of the time you'll see man coverage, which you can identify if the cornerback follows wide receiver 2 as he goes in motion. Against man coverage, the slot receiver is going to be open after he makes his break about 10 to 15 yards downfield. If it's a zone coverage, then you can hit the wide receiver 2 on the crossing route or the halfback underneath. If it's countered, you'll see zone coverage, and even if it's a critical counter, you can usually get the ball off. Sometimes you'll need to scramble in order to get enough time to get the pass off, but really to be able to convert 4th and long against a critical counter is completely unheard of and why motion cross is number 1 on this list. So that's my breakdown on the top 5 plays for 4th and long. Thanks for watching, I hope this helps and have a good day.